everybody. Welcome to Music Moves for Piano Book 1, Unit 15. Let's start with the duple meter song. Bum, 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 sing with me. Duple meter moves into, moves into, moves into. Duple meter moves into, move into with me. And chant macro beats on do. Do, 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 do. Micro beats, please. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Now I'm going to chant some division elongation patterns on ba. I'd like for you to try to chant back with your own patterns, or you can chant back the patterns that I do. Do, day, do. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm going to sing Handkerchief Dance 2 times. The first time, I'd like you to move like you're floating in space. Do, sol, mi, do, ti, do. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. This time, I'd like you to move like you're covered in pebbles. Ooh. Feel how much heavier that makes you and all of your movements. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Shake them off. Shake them off. La, do, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, si, la. I'm going to sing circle dance. Would you roll your shoulders very gently, please? Bum, 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 ba, 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 bum, 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 ba, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, 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 bum. We're going to do some tonal patterns in minor. I'd like for you, no matter what I sing, to sing back the resting tone. La, la, mi, do, la, si, la. Do, mi, la, mi, si, la, mi, do, la, or you could sing the high la, si, mi, ti, la. Now this time, go ahead and sing back my whole pattern using the same syllables and hand signs that I do. La, mi, do, la, mi, do. Ti, mi, si, ti, mi, si, la, mi, si, mi, ti, si, mi, ti, do, mi, la. Do, mi, la. I'm going to play Little Bird 2 times. The first time, would you move like you're flying? This time, would you move like you're riding in a cloud? Feel how gentle that is. Now we're going to work on our song to sing. This is probably one that you already know, though slightly different, because we don't sing it on words, except for a surprise. So go ahead and move to macro beats and micro beats, and you can listen while I sing this song. You may know what I'm going to do if you've been listening to the audio tracks that go with this book. Do, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, ti, do. Go ahead and move to macro beats and micro beats with me while I sing this song. Bum, 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 bum. Knick, knack, patty, whack, give your dog a bone. Bum, 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 bum. So this song is This Old Man. We sing at the beginning and the end, and then we chant in the middle. Can you go ahead and move your body very fast while I sing this song again? Bum, 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 bum. Knick, knack, patty, whack, give your dog a bone. Bum, 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 bum. Go ahead and echo these tonal patterns, please, from the song. Do, so, mi, do, ti, do. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. These are all in the song that we just sang. You may be hearing parts of the song in your head as I sing these tonal patterns. Now we're going to name them by singing them on solfege, or our tonal syllables. So, mi, so. So, mi, so. So, re. So, re. Re, fa. Re, fa. Mi, re, do. Mi, re, do. Go ahead and sing the song with me, and remember, we chant in the middle, and then we sing again at the end. Bum, 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 sing with me. Bum, 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 bum. Knick, knack, patty, whack, give your dog a bone. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go ahead and move in triple meter. Do, so, mi, do, ti, do. Bum, 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 sing with me. Triple now, feel as we're moving in three. Moving in three, moving in three. Triple now, feel as we're moving in three. Move now in triple with me. And chant macro beats on do. Do, do, do. Micro beats. Do-da-dee, 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 do-da-dee. I chant micro beats, you chant macro beats. Do-da-dee, do-da-dee, do-da-dee. Switch. Do, 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 do. Stop. I'm going to sing a song called Girls and Boys Come Out to Play. Do, so, mi, do, ti, do. Can you please sing the resting tone with me? Do. Do. Just move lightly while I sing this song, and when I stop singing, freeze and sing do. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Do. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Do. This time, would you do a dance for your hips? Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, 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 do some rhythm patterns in triple meter. Go ahead and help me move. If you can move both to macro beats and micro beats, that's great. What I'm doing is I'm keeping my toes on the floor and I'm alternating heels going up in the air. I'm also moving to micro beats with down, middle, up, down, middle, up, down, middle, up for the do-da-dee, do-da-dee. If that doesn't work for you, there are a couple of things you can try. You can try moving to macro beats this way, like you're playing that game where you're patting a balloon to keep it in the air. Feel that energy on the beat when you do it. You can also do macro beats to one side and the other side. If you do that, make sure you keep that energy on the beat. So you're feeling it with do, do, do. For micro beats, you could try moving just right here. You could pat them right in the air in front of you. Do-da-dee, 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 do-da-dee. You could also pat them at your sides. I feel like a penguin when I do this. Do-da-dee, do-da-dee. All right, so let's go ahead and move. I'll move this way, but you can move another way to keep track of the macro beats and the micro beats. Do-da-dee-do, echo me please. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. If you are not already at a keyboard, go ahead and get yourself to one, please. When you get to the piano, go ahead and move your bench back. Check your distance. Make sure that your knuckles are touching the fall board if you have one, or they're lined up with the backs of the keys. Make sure you're sitting on the front part of the bench, and if your arm is too low, it's hanging down like this and you feel a little like a monkey, then go ahead and sit on a bench, sit on a book, or you can put a small stool. If you can't reach the ground very comfortably, put something under your feet. So go ahead and get yourself set up at the piano. Ask for as much help as you need to do that. We're going to go ahead and review when F is Do. So we're going to play all of the Fs on the piano. If you don't remember how to find F, you can look in your book at page 37, and it will show you where F is. So if I'm ever moving too quickly and you need to stop and practice something or check, go ahead and just pause the video, and then you can come back when you've gathered what you needed. All right, so if you want, you can look at page 37 to find F. Would you please play all of the Fs on the piano while you're audiating do's? We're going to chant do day together, and you're going to play Fs on do. Do day, do, ready, play now. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day. Now we're going to review the tonic, dominant, tonic cadence, or tonic, dominant, tonic melodic cadence when F is Do. That sounds like this. Do, mi, so, ti, do, mi, do. Let's go ahead and play this. This is in your book on page 37. So go ahead and open up to page 37 and you can review the fingerings. Do, mi, so, ti. And then we're skipping to our last one. Do, mi, do. So remember, our do, mi, so is our tonic major chord. So, ti is part of our dominant major chord. And then do, mi, do is back to our tonic major chord. When you play, make sure it feels like your arm is balanced behind every finger that plays. So that changes as you move across your hand. Let's go ahead and play in your left hand. Do, mi, so, ti, do, mi, do. We're going to do a little bit of prep here for a song called Rope Swing that we'll learn later. Can you find when F is do, can you find re and mi? Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. So find re and mi. Just play those at the same time. I'm using my pointer finger and my middle finger in this hand, my right hand. You can also find them in your other hand with those same fingers. Can you play all four of those at the same time? Re and mi in both hands. And then, can you practice at the same time moving both of your hands up to a new octave? That means you're finding re and mi in the next place, or the next set of 3 black keys. Just practice going back. Go from one to the other. We're going to look at the exploration, creativity, improvisation for Unit 15, which is the unit where we are right now. So please turn to page 40 in your book. We're going to chant a 2 macro beat triple meter division rhythm pattern. So it's just 2 macro beats long. It's in triple meter, and it has divisions in it. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example. You can use mine, or you can chant your own. And then I'm going to do the whole improv activity, and when I'm done, I'd like for you to stop the video and do the improv activity yourself. So here's an example of what this could sound like. This is the Rhythm Context Triple Meter Project. So chant a 2 macro beat triple meter division rhythm pattern, and we're going to play it on 1 key and improvise a musical idea using random keys and a separated style of articulation. Do da dee do, here I go. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I think that idea sounds like a mischievous monkey. Now can you use the same rhythm pattern and improvise a strong idea that sounds like drums beating in the distance? Use any keys. While I'm playing that, I'm audiating that rhythm pattern. I'm hearing it in my head. You can also chant it aloud. Do, da, da, dee, do. Go ahead and pause the video. Do that activity yourself. You can use my rhythm pattern. Do, da, da, dee, do. Or you can use your own pattern. Now let's look at the other project. This is the duple meter project. We're going to chant a duple meter rhythm pattern and improvise with it. Then we're going to do 3 different ideas. We're going to do a soft, separated idea, a loud, connected idea, and then go back to the soft, separated idea. All right, so duple meter rhythm pattern. Do, day, do, here I go. Do, do, day, do, ta, day, ta, do. Go ahead and stop the video and do this yourselves. You can use my rhythm pattern, do, do, day, do, ta, day, ta, do, or you can come up with your own. And when you do this, you've just made a 3-part piece of music. How exciting is that? If you notice, over on the left side of the page, it says to improvise. Oh, over here. If you look under exploration, creativity, improvisation, way over here on the side, number 2, it says improvise 2 ideas to create a 3-part form, ABA. Make contrasting ideas. That sounds like words that we don't necessarily use all the time, but that's what you just did. You had 2 ideas, you played one idea, then the other one, and then you came back. That's an ABA form. You just did that. And we made sure that those 2 ideas were contrasting. They sounded different from each other. We're going to do a little bit more improv before we go on to our review. So I'm going to do a triple meter rhythm pattern that's 2 macro beats long, just like we did for our triple meter project. I'd like for you to echo this rhythm pattern with your voice on ba, and then if we were together, I would have you improvise, and then I would answer you. So what I'm going to do is I'll improvise, and then I'll answer myself, and then when we have our group class check-in, I hope that we can do this together, and you can improvise, and I'll answer you when we have our group class check-in. So here's my rhythm pattern. Do-da-dee-do, here I go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's play it on one key. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so I'm going to improvise with this, and then I'll answer myself. I just answered using the same rhythm pattern. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm going to do it one more time. Here I go. This time I answered myself with a different rhythm pattern. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. So the way you can do this by yourself is chant a rhythm pattern that's 2 macro beats long in triple that uses divisions. Ba, 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 ba is a pattern you can use, or you can come up with your own. Play it on one key, and then audiate the rhythm pattern. So you're hearing that rhythm pattern twice in a row. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. So that's how you can try it at home. This is written in your book under number 1 under the Exploration, Creativity, Improvisation section. We're going to do one more improv project, and this is not written in your book. We're going to practice a G major triad. That's when G is do. Go ahead and find that. It's the one right next to F. You can see this in Unit 10. It'll show you where G is. Go ahead and find do, mi, so. That's called our G major triad. Go ahead and find those keys, and then just think those keys. See how many places on the piano you can find those 3 keys with your eyes. Now I'm going to chant a rhythm pattern in triple meter. I'd like for you to echo it with your voice. Help me play it on G, and then we're going to improvise with it using 2 hands and notes from our G major triad. Do, mi, so, do, mi, so. Okay, so here are the notes you're using. I'll show you how that goes, and then I'd like for you to pause and try this yourself. Do-da-dee-do, here I go. Do-da-dee-do, da-dee, do-da-dee-do. Do-da-dee-do, da-dee, do-da-dee-do. On G. Do-da-dee-do, da-dee, do-da-dee-do. Do-da-dee-do, da-dee, do-da-dee-do. Now I'm going to play it on G, on my G major triad. Do-da-dee-do, da-dee, do-da-dee-do. So go ahead and let's do it again. You can try this at home. You can use the rhythm pattern. Do-da-dee, 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 do. Then pause. And I hope you got to do that exercise, that improv activity yourself. We're going to do some review. We're going to start by reviewing Rolling Hills. This is in Unit 14 on page 39. We're going to review the solo part. We learned this first in our last unit, in Unit 14. So go ahead and take a look at the music information box. This is in triple meter, so we're thinking do-da-dee-do, do-da-dee-do. It's in major tonality, so we're thinking do, mi, so, so, ti, do, mi, do. Do is F, so we're going to find F. And let's go ahead and play our tonic, dominant, tonic cadence when F is do. Do, mi, so, so, ti, do, mi, do. And then we're going to start on mi. Do, mi. So now that we have all of that information about the piece, let's find our starting spot, count the sets of 2 black keys to find where you begin. We're going to count from this side because it's closer. So 1, 2, and then there we are on do, re, mi. 1, 2. Notice which fingers you use and which hands. Notice that your hands are not going to move. So you can sit yourself right in between those keys. Notice the S1 and the S2. Now I'll go ahead and play this for you. Do, da, dee, do, here I go. If you already got that, that's great. Go ahead and just fast forward this a little bit while I practice the melody with you. If you need some help, here's just a little bit of help. Remember, the first 2 patterns are mi, re, do. We have it in this hand and then this hand. That's on do, da, dee, do, da, dee. After that, this hand is going to do that pattern backwards and then end on re, the middle finger. Do, re, mi, re. So let's do that first phrase together. Do, da, dee, do, ready, play. Do, da, dee, do, da, dee, do, da, dee, do. Now the second phrase is the same as the first phrase at the beginning, but the ending is re, 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 do. I finally realized you can't see that. Re, 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 do. So let's try phrase 2. Ready, play. Let's go ahead and play that. I'm going to play the duet part with you while you play that. Do, da, dee, do, here I'll start. Do, da, dee, do, ready, play. Do, da, dee, do. Now I'm going to ask you to go ahead and play this in a connected style and a separated style this week. So please go ahead and mark down today's date on the lesson side for connected style and for separated style. And if you are for the first time doing the solo or performed with duet, go ahead and mark those as well. Now we're going to go back and do some review in Unit 5. So we're going to turn all the way to Twin Kangaroos. This is on page 17 in your book. We started to look at this last time. We reviewed the solo last time, and I had you perform it with the duet. I think maybe we looked at the student duet. We're going to look at that one more time today, and then we're going to add some more things for this song, try to finish this song. So remember, Go ahead and find where you start for this piece. Count the sets of 2 black keys. I'm starting from the other side. There's 1, and then here we are. 2 black keys and 2 black keys. Notice your hands will not move. Here's your S1, here's your S2, here's twin kangaroos. Do-da-dee-do, here I go. So remember, the pattern is do-da-dee, starting on that S1, rocking to the other key and coming back, and then you play that 2 times in a row without stopping. Do-da-dee, do-da-dee. If you need, take time, practice that as many times as you need to. It takes a while to get used to that. Do-da-dee, do-da-dee. But now I'm going to play the duet part with you so that you can play while I play the duet. You go ahead and play the student part when you're ready, and I'll play the duet parts here. Do-da-dee-do, ready, play. Do-da-dee, 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 do. Now we're going to look at the student duet part. So notice there are 2 keys for the student duet part. This is in the middle of your page. You're going to use 2 fingers, 1 in each hand. And as with many of these songs, we're going to end with a surprise extra key. We have a surprise in our last pattern. And I marked this just a little bit. So I want to show you. These are the keys that you're going to use for the student duet part. Here's the surprise key that you're going to have at the end. Go ahead and mark that. And then here's the finger you're going to use for that surprise note at the end. So you were mostly on do-da-dee, do-da-dee, on micro beats. The duet part is on macro beats. Do-da-dee-do, here I go. Do, 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 do. So remember, there are 4 patterns there. The first pattern is the S key followed by the other one. Do, do. Then we do that again for pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4 is different. 4. For that very last key, you play all 3 at the same time. Now, that part's pretty easy to play by itself, but it will not work to play together with the student part unless you can play that and chant the micro beats at the same time. We're going to try that. I want you to chant the do-da-dees. Do-da-dee-do, ready, play. Do-da-dee, 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 do. Go ahead and practice this as many times as you need to be able to do that, and as soon as you can, come back to this, because then I'll play the student part with you while you play that duet. Do-da-dee-do, ready, play. Do-da-dee, 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 do. If that didn't work very well while you were playing the duet, feel free to rewind. Go ahead and play this several times. You can also look at track 14 on the audio tracks that go with this book, and then you can play with the student duet part there. I'd also like for you to add playing loudly and softly with this piece. Remember that when you play loudly, you're letting go of energy from your shoulder all the way to your fingertip as you're sitting nice and tall. You have plenty of energy in your fingertips to support that weight that you're letting go from your arm. And when you play softly, it's like all of that weight has floated away. You have a very gentle arm that you still drop all the way to the bottom of every key. You still need just a little bit of energy. right in your fingertips. We're also going to chant, perform, and create with the rhythm pattern for this song. So let's go ahead and do that together. We're going to figure out the rhythm pattern for Twin Kangaroos. We just played this together, so I'm going to help you figure out patterns 1, 2, 3, and 4 while I play it again. You can play with me, or you can just chant. That's up to you. Do-da-dee-do, here we go. Do-da-dee, 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 do. So you saw my hands kind of switching back and forth there, but we have 4 patterns. Let's go ahead and just chant it by itself. Ready, chant. Do-da-dee, 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 do. So they're all micro beats only, except for the last pattern, do-da-dee, do. Now that is chant rhythm pattern, so you can mark today's date there. Perform rhythm pattern, we're going to play that entire thing on 1 key. Make sure you're keeping track of patterns 1, 2, 3, and 4 as we do it. Do-da-dee-do, ready, play, and chant. Da-dee-do-da-dee, do-da-dee, do-da-dee, da-dee, do-da-dee, do-da-dee, do. Then to create with rhythm pattern, you can use any keys that you want on the entire piano and use that rhythm pattern. I'm going to use, when F is Do, I'm going to use Do, Mi, Sol. And I'll just use those for this piece. Do-da-dee-do, here I go. Do-da-dee, 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 da-dee, do-da-dee, do-da-dee, do. If you're having trouble keeping track of the rhythm pattern as you play, I suggest that you have 1 spot that you use for each rhythm pattern. Notice that I stayed in one place, do-da-dee, do-da-dee, then I went to my other hand, do-da-dee, do-da-dee. You don't have to stay in the same 2 places. I could do do-da-dee, 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 do-da. Oh, that doesn't sound finished. That's a little better. So you can move to different places. If this is really easy for you to do, then please start setting things for yourself. So start deciding, I'm going to play separated or connected, or decide I'm going to play loudly or softly. Decide, like I did, what keys you're going to use before you start. So start to put limits on it so that you can make something more interesting. Please mark all of those things down for Twin Kangaroos with today's date. And then we're going to look at Lazy Day, which is also in Unit 5. Just turn the page. This is on page 18. We're going to quickly review the solo part because we looked at this in our last unit. Take your time, find the keys. Here's 1 set of black keys, 2 sets. Then here we go on 3 black keys. Move yourself in the middle of those. You're going to stay in 1 spot. S1, S2, duple meter. Do, day, do, here I go. Do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do. So remember that first pattern uses our first 2 keys. The second pattern uses the next 2. The first pattern of this hand, our third pattern, is the same as the first pattern in this hand. Backwards because your fingers are opposite, and then it's straight one direction for the ending pattern. So let's play the whole song one more time, and then I'll play the duet with you. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do. I'm going to play the duet. This is the student duet and also the teacher duet. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, teacher duet part. So now we're going to look at the student duet part. So this part is in a very different area of the piano. Go ahead and find those 3 keys that you're going to use. See the box on the page. This is going to show you what keys. And this is right in this area of the piano. So here's where the student duet part is. If you don't have this marked, go ahead and circle that. Count the sets of 2 black keys to find where you're going to be. 1 set, and then here we are, way on the other side of the piano. So make sure you're sitting over there. We have an S1, just 1 finger in this hand, 2 fingers in this hand. You get to play the introduction. So you play 2 patterns before the student part comes in. Your entire pattern is do, day, do, day, do. In the same direction. It's going to be the same every time for the whole piece. Here I go. Do, day, do, day, do. Pattern 1, 2, 3, 4. So you play it 2 times for the introduction and then 4 times while the student part plays. I'd like for you to play that, and I'll play the student part with you. Go ahead and stop this, practice as much as you need, and come back when you're ready. I'll play your first 2 patterns with you to get you started, and then I'll play the student part. Do, day, do, ready, student part. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. You can practice this throughout the week with the student part and the student part and the student duet together by playing with the video. You can also play with track 15 for the audio tracks. If you have a way to record at home, you could record yourself playing the student part and you could play a duet with yourself. What would actually be easier, since the student duet part starts first, would be to record the student duet part and then play the student part with the recording of the student duet. So you might try that at home too. I'd also like for you to play loudly and softly. Remember what we talked about for technique, playing loudly and softly. Let's chant down the rhythm pattern for this piece. We're going to finish off our activities for this piece. Back to the student part. So we're going to chant our patterns 1, 2, 3, and 4 for this piece. Do, day, do, here we go. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. So we have 4 rhythm patterns, and they're all do, day, do. Let's go ahead and chant those together. Do, day, do, ready, chant. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. You just chanted the rhythm pattern, except I'd like for you to try it by yourself. So try it by yourself and then mark off chant rhythm pattern with today's date. Let's perform it. We're going to do it on 1 key. I'll use this hand. Do, day, do, ready, play and chant. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Now we're going to create with the rhythm pattern. What can I do? I'm going to use, it was on black keys, so I'm going to use white keys. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Go ahead and try different things. Again, if this is easy for you, please set some limits for yourself. Decide some things about how you're going to improvise before you start to play. Then we're going to look at one more thing for review before we learn our song for this week. This is Party Time on page 20. This is in Unit 6. So we're just going to review the student part. We're going to play it with the duet, and then I'm going to have you play connected and separated. So go ahead and find your spot. Remember, that's Oh, I see. You may or may not have a mistake written in your book, but you should have a set of 2 black keys in this hand, and then the first 2 of a set of 3 black keys in this hand. If both hands are marked on 2 black keys, that's not correct. And that was fixed very quickly after my book was printed, so yours is probably correct. So 2 black keys, and then it should be the first 2 on a set of 3 black keys. Find your spot, count 1, 2 sets of 2 black keys, and then here's the 3rd one, and here's what party time sounds like. Do, day, do, here I go. If you'll notice, the rhythm pattern for party time is the same as the rhythm pattern for lazy day, but we do it twice. So we have do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Start over, do, day, do, and we do the whole thing again. So notice where your S1 is. That first pattern starts on that key, goes away and back. So do, day, do. The next one starts on your S2, goes away and back. Do, day, do. Third pattern is the same as the first pattern. Do, day, do. And the fourth pattern has a surprise. So it starts, the first 2 keys are the same, and then we're going to end on our S1. Go ahead and practice that pattern 4 a few times. Do, day, do. Do, day, do. Let's go ahead and play patterns 1 through 4 while we chant our rhythm pattern. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Now let's play the whole thing. We're going to play that 2 times faster. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, 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 do. If you're having any trouble with that, stop this video, go ahead and practice that. Come back to it when you're ready to play with the duet, because here's the duet part that I will play with you. Get your hands ready. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Go ahead and play connected style and separated style this week. Make sure when you play connected style that you're walking back and forth from one finger to the next finger, and make sure that your arm is balancing behind each finger as you play. When you play separated style, have a gentle bounce in your arm from one finger to the next. Now we're going to go ahead and look at Little Bird. You don't have to turn there just yet. I'm going to play this piece. This is our performance piece for Unit 15. I'd like for you to move to macro beats. Decide if the micro beats are moving in 2, like duple meter, or moving in 3, like triple meter. So this piece is in duple meter. Go ahead and move to those do days with me. Either you can go down, up, or you can pat those in the air. Do, day, do, here we go. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Go ahead and look at page 30, nope, not 39. Look at page 41 in your book. This is where Little Bird is. Look at the music information box. So this is in duple meter. That's what we just did. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. It's in major tonality. Do, mi, so, ti, do, mi, do. Do is F. Let's go ahead and play. When F is do. And then we're going to start on mi, do, mi. So with all of that information in mind, let's dive a little bit more into this piece. So there are two phrases in this song, two sections or two ideas. Each of the phrases uses the same rhythm pattern. Go ahead and move to macro beats and micro beats while you chant this rhythm with me. Do, day, do, here we go. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. So they both use the pattern do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Now let's listen for some tonal patterns in this piece. Do, mi, so, ti, do, mi, do. Echo these, please. Bum, 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 bum. Now we're going to sing them on solfege, our tonal syllables. Mi, do, mi, do, re, mi, re, mi, re, do, re, do. I'm going to help you figure out where these tonal patterns are in this piece. So which pattern is at the beginning of the first phrase? Here's what the first phrase sounds like. Bum, 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 bum. That pattern is mi, do. When we put it in, we go mi, do, bum, bum, bum. What pattern is at the beginning of the second phrase? Bum, 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 bum. That pattern is also mi, do. If we put that in context, it sounds like mi, do, bum, bum, bum. Which pattern is at the end of the first phrase? Bum, 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 bum. The end of that first phrase is re, mi. If we put that in context, it sounds like bum, 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 re, re, mi. Notice that in that pattern, we repeat re. We sing it twice. Re, re, mi. And then which pattern is at the end of the second phrase? Bum, 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 bum. That pattern is re, do. If we put it in context, bum, 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 re, re, do. And re also is repeated in that pattern. We have two re's in a row. Now, if you don't have your book opened up, go ahead and open it up to page 41, get it at the keyboard. Count the sets of 2 black keys to figure out where you start for this piece. There's 1 set, 2 sets, and then over here by the 3 black keys are where you're going to play. It shows you the fingers that you need for do, re, mi. Let's go ahead and play our F major tonic dominant tonic cadence one more time. Do, mi, so, ti, do, mi, do. That helps us think through what F major sounds and feels like. So get all of your fingers on the keys. Think your starting key. Remember, we start on mi. So you see which finger is on mi. Now here's the first phrase. I'll play the whole song for you, and then we'll talk about phrases one at a time. do, day, do, here I go. So looking at the first phrase, we start with that mi, do, mi, do. And then we end with re, re, mi. Go ahead and practice that first phrase with me. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Go ahead and pause this and practice that as many times as you need to, and then we're going to play the second phrase. The second phrase is exactly the same, but instead of ending on re, re, mi, we end on re, re, do. Go ahead and pause this, practice. Let's go ahead and play the whole song while we chant micro beats, our do days. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. I'll play the duet part with you, and then I'm going to show you just quickly the student duet for this. Get your hand ready. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. So in case you'd like to try it, here's the student duet part. If you look in the box, it shows you what hand and what fingers you're going to use. You use do and so for the duet part. And I will show you where on the piano you're going to play that. So here is the spot on the piano that you're going to use for the student duet for these two keys. Go ahead and circle that. Even if you're not learning the student duet now, you can go ahead and circle that part. So if you want to try the student duet, here's what it sounds like. I'm going to play the two together so you can hear, and then we'll look at it by itself. I'm going to sing do and so you can hear when those come in. Do, day, do, here we go. Do, so, do, so, do. So if you put that by itself, it sounds like do, so. So we hang on for that whole mi, do, stay on do. And then when we go to re, that goes to so, do. If you're ready, go ahead and try the student duet part while I play both parts together. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, so, do, do, so, do. If that's easy for you, you can try playing those two hands together. You can play that part and the melody at the same time. You don't have to play the student duet if you're having trouble with the melody. Go ahead and just play the solo part. That's this. And if you're ready, play the duet part. And if that's easy, try putting them together. All right. We've come to the end of this unit. So please, as summary, go ahead and review the pages in units 5 and 6, everything that you've added today. Please mark today's date, whatever today is, and then we will look at these things when I see you for your group class check-in. Please listen regularly to the recordings and echo the patterns, both the audio recording that goes with this book and also the pattern CD. You got to add track 11 this week. Remember that when you look here, the circles in black are the pattern CD. The circles in white are the audio tracks that go with this book that you can download online. Remember that you can find your book and listening assignments On the first page for Unit 15, on the top bottom left corner, here are your assignments for this unit. Make sure you improvise and create every day. Try something new. If these things are easy for you, these improv activities, go ahead and give yourself some parameters. Say, I'm only going to play loudly or softly or separated or connected or on these keys, and that will force you to be a little more creative with those keys. Make sure you chant rhythm patterns while you play, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining me for Music Moves for Piano, Book 1, Unit 15, Unit 15. And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.